Hello friends! Today we are taking a number sense assessment. It's one of our pre-tests because there is a lot of things on this test that you will already know before we start learning about it. So I'm going to be reading all the directions, but make sure you first put your name at the top. Then listen to all directions. Make sure you pause the video before I go on to the next question. Re-listen to any parts that seemed confusing by rewinding the video. Let's get started. The directions for the first one. Count the tally marks. Write the number on the line. Count your tally marks and write that number on the line. You're going to do that for each box. Make sure you pause the video while you write in your numbers and unpause it when you're ready to move on. Down here, the directions say, read each number and draw the tally marks for that number in the box. So what would your tally marks look like for number 22? They should look similar to the ones you see above with our diagonal that you see. Do the tally marks for the number 8 and do your tally marks for number 14. Make sure you pause the video before I move on to the next one and unpause it when you're ready. Down here, the directions say, compare the following numbers. Draw a greater than, less than, or equal to sign to make the number sentence true. And these are your signs. We talked about the crocodile always eating the bigger number. So you're going to put a greater than, less than, or equal to sign in each of these circles. Make sure you pause the video and unpause it when you're ready to move on. Down here, you are going to color all of the even numbers red. So if you see an even number in this group, you're going to color it red. You're going to color all of the odd numbers blue. So all of the odd numbers will be colored in blue. Make sure you pause the video and unpause it when you're ready to move on. All right, in this little box, you're going to put the numbers in the box in order from least to greatest. So you're going to start with your smaller number on the first line, and the biggest number will be on the last line. Go ahead and pause the video and unpause it when you're ready to move on. In the bottom box here, on your paper, they might not show color, but that's okay. On this bottom box, put the numbers in the box in order from greatest to least. So you're going to have the biggest number in the first line and the smallest number on the last line. Make sure you pause the video and unpause it when you're ready to move on. Down here, you're going to look at the number in the shape. Write the next three numbers that come after that number. So what are the next three numbers that come after 17? And then what are the next three numbers that come after 32? Make sure you pause the video and unpause it when you're ready to move on. Look at the numbers in the apples. Write the next three numbers that come before that number. So we have our 35, what three numbers come before that, and our 54, what three numbers come before. In the green box, look at the number in the shape. Write the number that is one less. So what is 1 less than 30, 1 less than 78, and 1 less than 23? Make sure you pause the video if you need to. And look at the number in the shape. Write the number that is one more. So 1 more than 10, 1 more than 64, and 1 more than 52. Make sure you pause the video if you need to. Okay, down here on this problem, you may need to rewind the video and listen to the directions again because there's a few steps listed here and they all need to be done to get it correct. First, you're going to color the fifth apple orange. So make sure you do that. Color the fifth apple orange. Then you'll color the second apple red. The second apple will be red. Color the 10th apple green. Color the 10th apple green. Color the 8th apple blue. put a black X on the first apple. So make sure you listen to that again if you need to. Not every apple should be colored. They did not ask you to color every single apple in this line. Only color and put an X on the apples that you were asked to. Down here, you're going to write the number that is 10 less above this number in the middle box. So we have 10 less, your number, and then 10 more in the bottom box here. So 10 less, your number, and 10 more. And you're going to do that for each one. Make sure you pause the video if you need to. Then down here, you're going to count the tens and ones and write the number that is shown on the line below. So you've got your tens, you got your ones, you need to write the number that this picture represents. Make sure you fill out both lines. Pause the video if you need to. After this question, you have completed your test. I hope that you did your personal best, and make sure you have checked all your work, go over it again, and just make sure that you haven't made any small mistakes. Make sure your name is at the top, and you may turn it in and work on Dreambox.